The 93-year-old owner of a Southside Six flat is getting hosed, fighting a nearly $60,000 water bill for water the city admits was never used.
It's a story the CBS 2 investigators first brought you 2 years ago. CBS 2 investigator Megan Hickey has an update on her fight in the latest installment of our award-winning series, Getting Hosed.
My wife went down there. The guy looked her straight in the eye and said, "Our computers, if it's in the computer, we're going to bill you." And there are no exceptions.
Russell Johnson Cochran has taken over the fight for his 93-year-old mother-in-law, Beatrice Ritchie-Patterson.
I never thought in my wildest imaginings that we would still be trying to resolve this water bill in 2023.
Cochran's mother-in-law has owned the building since 1986. The bills were $80 to $90 a month for years until they skyrocketed to more than $1,300 in 2018 and kept ballooning. But as Cochran told Brad Edwards in 2021, the water wasn't even running.
It was off when I turned it on.
Russell had a City of Chicago plumber confirm.
Good to know.
Again.
It was off.
Then he got a second City of Chicago plumber.
And I'm going to let them know that the water's off here.
Double confirmation.
Well, they'll square up the bill for you, because that ain't right. I mean, $52,000 for this. You're not even using any water.
Can I afford to pay that bill? I'm just going to say no, because it's an unreasonable bill.
So the CBS 2 investigators brought his concerns to the city, but 2 years later, and still no changes to his bill. So for years, this big, beautiful building has remained boarded up.
Cochran's attorney tells us he made multiple attempts to engage in negotiations with the city, and there's been effectively no response. This week, Cochran even took the issue to city council.
The only resolution the finance department offered was to put Beatrice, a 93-year-old woman, on a payment plan.
Well, I always believe knowledge equals responsibility. And so the aldermen need to know what's going on.
We reached out to the water department for a status on this case. So far, no response. Cochran says he'll keep fighting.
You can't transfer title on a building that has that water bill outstanding.
As the property sits empty and bone dry. In Grand Boulevard, Megan Hickey, CBS 2 investigators.
Cochran also says he's on the board of directors of a charity that provides low-cost housing for veterans. He'd like to turn this property into housing for female veterans, but he needs to resolve the $56,000 bill first.